Hi, Mini Beanies, and welcome to our podcast. If you enjoy some of the songs you hear in our stories, then head to our YouTube channel. It's full of music videos so you can sing and dance along with us. They're lots of fun, and there's a lot of different dances and nursery rhymes too. Just head to youtube.com/@thebeanies. Now on with the show.
Hi, Mini Beanies. It's the Beanies here. That means you're with Laura, Mem.
And Michael. Today we might meet a very special elephant.
Make some elephant noises and learn how old elephants can be. Are you ready, Mini Beanies? Let's go!
Okay, Mim, have you got your charade on your little piece of paper there?
I've got it. Okay, and you're going to act it out and Michael and I are going to guess it.
Yep, I've got my guessing brain on.
Okay, are you ready? And go!
Oh, it's a big spaghetti nose.
Goes like long hose nose.
Big spaghetti long face.
It's a big ears, and big nose.
Big ear spaghetti face.
Okay, and wrinkly and old and...
This doesn't seem to have anything to do with spaghetti.
Okay, big nose, big ears, wrinkly, old...
Slow? Oh, it's my grandpa.
An elephant. Michael, must you always guess long-nosed spaghetti face every time we play this game?
Well, it's not as bad as guessing that it was your grandpa.
Well, my grandpa also has a big nose and big ears, and he's wrinkly and slow, but super nice and wise. Just like an elephant.
Yeah, you're pretty right, Michael.
Oh, that reminds me of a story. It's all about elephants. Would you like to hear it?
Yes, please.
Once there was a kind elephant grandpa called Papa. Well, Papa wasn't his name. It was his grandpa name because he was grandpa to 3 young little elephants. And their names were Laura, Mim.
And Michael. Hey, just like us.
Shh, the story.
Sorry.
The 3 little elephants loved hearing stories from their papa. They would all gather around the big, comfy elephant armchair to hear them.
Back in my day, we didn't have shoes. We would walk to the elephant watering hole in bare feet.
Wow!
Uphill.
Whoa!
Both ways.
Whoa!
Wait.
One evening, just before elephant bedtime, the little elephants gathered around their papa to hear the nightly story.
I want to sit down here, but that's my turn. Hey, it's my seat.
Would you like to hear how Papa invented the fire truck hose?
Yes, please.
Back in my day, trucks didn't use hoses to put out a fire. They hadn't thought of that yet. Instead, they used buckets of water and would throw them on the fire. Or, when they got to the house, they would turn on the tiny little tap in the kitchen, full blast, and then flick the water in the direction of the fire.
Turn it on full blast! Get it.
As you can imagine, that didn't work very well. So one day, your papa said to the firefighters, "Watch this." And I sprayed water out of my trunk, so much water that the firefighters were drenched. And they said,
Wowee, did you see that?
We could put out so many fires with that much water.
so the firefighters asked me to join them, fighting fires all over town. I rode on the fire truck, wore a little hat, and a real firefighter's jacket.
Oh,
wow.
What? Did you get to sound the siren?
Kind of. In my day, there was no such thing as the firefighter siren. But that is a story for tomorrow night. Off to bed, babies, and tomorrow I will tell you all about how I invented the firefighter siren.
Wow. Good night.
Good night.
Night-night.
And Laura, Mim, and Michael, the baby elephants, popped off to bed. The next night, the baby elephants gathered around Papa's armchair again to hear another story.
No, I want to sit down there. That's my spot. Go away. Stop it.
Would you like to hear how your papa invented the fire siren?
Yes, please.
Well, back in my day, the fire siren didn't exist yet. Instead of sounding wee-wah to let everyone know the fire truck was coming, the firefighters would just hang out the window and shout at people.
Excuse me, please move. We need to get through to put out that fire.
Hey, pardon.
We're in a bit of a hurry.
Excuse me.
Yes, quickly, hurry up.
Could you just move over there?
Please,
Pardon. As you can imagine, that didn't work very well. So one day your papa said to the firefighters, "Watch this."
Did you hear that? What was it? Look, the fire truck's coming. We better move, and quickly.
It worked. My loud elephant trumpet let everyone know the fire truck was coming. So I rode at the top of the truck and trumpeted as loudly as I could to let everyone know to move out of the way.
Wow!
Papa, I have a question about the fire truck. Why are they red?
In my day, fire trucks weren't red. They were boring car colors like white and black and gray. It was me who decided they should be red, but that is a story for tomorrow night. Off to bed, babies, and tomorrow I will tell you all about how I made the fire engine red.
Wow!
Good night.
Night-night.
And Laura, Mim, and Michael, the baby elephants, popped off to bed. The next night, the baby elephants gathered around Papa's armchair again to hear another story. But Papa wasn't there. He hadn't come down from his room.
Where's Papa? Where is he?
Where is he?
He's got to
His
come
chair's
now.
empty.
What? I don't know. I don't know where he is.
So the three baby elephants went to Papa's bedroom door and... Papa?
Come in. Hello, baby elephants.
But Papa didn't look very well. He was still in bed, and he was looking extra wrinkly, and his skin was even more grey than usual. Papa, are you okay?
Papa is very tired today.
But what about the story of how the fire engines turned red?
Sorry, I'm a bit too tired to tell a story today.
Papa was too tired to tell his story. The baby elephants watched as he yawned the biggest yawn they'd ever seen. He looked very tired and very old.
Well, how about we tell you the story of how the fire engines turned red instead?
Yes, please.
So one by one, the baby elephants told their papa a story instead to help take care of him.
Well, fire engines used to be white, but I told the firefighters they would look better pink. After all, pink is a happy color. So we got heaps and heaps and heaps and heaps of pink paint and painted them again and again so that they would be the brightest and happiest pink possible. But guess what? We used too many coats of pink, so they turned red.
No. That's not why fire engines are red. It's because fire engines are made of watermelon. They used to be green on the outside, but then they got so much water in them, the green watermelon skin washed away, and they were red.
Oh, no. That's not what happened when fire engines... What happens is when fire engines are in the car park, they're just whatever colour. But when they hear that there's a fire somewhere, they get so mad because you're not supposed to play with fire. And they get angry and angrier and angrier. And then they get so angry about the fire, they turn red.
Very good, very good.
And Papa, who was very tired, very much enjoyed the stories of how the fire engines became red. So he closed his eyes to have a rest. And Laura the elephant tucked Grandpa in and gave him a kiss on the cheek. And Michael elephant closed the curtains so it was nice and dark. And Mim the elephant fluffed Papa's pillow so he was extra comfy. And then the baby elephants crept out of Papa's room very quietly so he could sleep.
Night, night. Night, night. The end.
It's time to close your eyes and wake your imagination.
And picture in your head
An elephant. What does your elephant look like? Are they a baby elephant or a big granddad elephant? What sound does your elephant make? A big roar or a cute little toot?
What do they smell like? The crunchy lettuce that they eat? Or the muddy mud they slop on themselves?
Well done, Mini Beanies. You made
An elephant. Now time for a song.
Have you ever seen elephants plodding along, looking so wise, old and grey? They follow the leader, all in a row, although you might like them to stay. Still they must go on their way.
Have you ever heard elephants tell you a tale of memories from long, long ago? Sharing a history, singing a song, teaching the things that they know. You'll carry with you as you grow.
Elderly elephants wave them goodbye. Someday they'll be out of sight. Follow their footprints wherever you go. You'll keep their memory bright. Have you ever seen elephants plodding along, looking so wise, old and gray? They follow the leader, all in a row, although you might like them to stay. But still they must go on their way. But still they must go on their way.
Ooh, I really like your story, Mim.
Me too. Thanks. That was thanks in elephant.
But I was thinking during it, those baby elephants seemed like kid elephants. I thought all elephants were old and slow like Papa in the story.
They're all pretty wrinkly. Yeah, but you can't get old until you've already been young.
Ah, yes. The ever-depressing curse of age and beauty.
What?
I said, I think it's funny when you say duty.
Well, why don't we ask someone super clever about elephants?
Professor Know-It-All.
Hello, Beanies.
Hi, Professor Know-It-All.
So you want to know about elephants, do you?
Yes, please. Are they all old and wrinkly like our grandparents?
Well, some are. Most animals sadly don't live as long as us humans, but elephants can live to about 60 to 80 years old.
Wow.
So that's probably about the same age as your grandparents. However, they also have wrinkly skin when they are babies, children, and young adults too.
Professor, why do people say that elephants are wise? Is that true? Are they geniuses? Are they going to take over the world in some crazy elephant-style stampede? And
No. Elephants have very, very good memories, much better than other animals. In fact, they have huge brains. Some of them weigh 5 kilograms, so that's a lot of space to store all kinds of information.
Do elephants really make their trumpety trunk noise to warn people about fires?
No, that was just in the story. But elephants do use their trumpet to call to each other and also make a low rumbling noise. It's so low, humans can't even hear it. But elephants can, sometimes from very far away.
Professor, why was Papa the elephant so tired at the end of the story?
Good question, Laura. Sometimes your grandparents will get tired more easily than other adults. This is because they are getting older every day, just like you. Sometimes they might even get a bit sick. So, if you notice them moving a little slower, needing to sit down a little more, or being a little more sleepy than usual, you can take care of them. Be nice and quiet when they are resting. Tell them a story or draw them a picture. I bet they'll like it.
Oh, Professor, can you make a hilarious elephant noise like this?
No. Bye for now, Beanies.
Aw, elephants are the cutest, even though they're so giant.
Yeah, and I liked that nice lullaby song about elephants too. It's the perfect song for going to sleep to. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Michael's sleeping.
Bye, Mini Beanies.
Maybe you could practice your elephant noises.
Tell your grandparents a story.
Or even go look up some more great facts about elephants. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Did you like today's podcast? Want even more? Well, in the show notes, you'll find links to things like worksheets to complete about the episode, colouring in pages, dance-along videos to the song, and all sorts of fun stuff. How cool. Can't wait to see what you create, Mini Beanies.
The Beanies' beautiful tunes were brought to you by The Beanies and the magnificent music wizard, James Court.